Well, hello everybody. Oh, what a week it's been. I haven't done any videos, so I've just been absolutely flat out with all sorts of things. Today has been just one of those days. Everything I had planned for today is just gone wrong, really. But it all worked out in the end, so it's okay. I'm currently just outside Stratford-upon-Avon. And I'm going to head home, because I've had enough for today. Soaking wet several times and then back in the lorry and dried out and then soaking wet again. And I'm also sweating like a bitch. Thank God it's Friday, that's all I can say. I hate that when you get wet because of the rain and then you get into the lorry and dry off and you kind of go all sticky. Where in the name of God is that sat-nav trying to send me? I'm not going that way. Sat-nav trying to send me into Stratford rather than Stratford. I'm going to go this way. Supposed to be, well, I had it all arranged yesterday to meet up with a friend of mine in Morton-in-Marsh. I had some stuff that he wanted to buy. And I knew I was coming to Stratford today, so that was perfect, because he lives in Northampton or something, which is about an hour away from there, and I live about an hour away from there, so it's like perfect meeting place. So I had it all set up and I got into work this morning all ready to go, and then found out that we had a delivery coming in which I had to sort out. So that took an hour to sort that out. And then the boss had to rush out to an emergency job, and that meant I had to stay in the yard and wait for another delivery that we was due to have in, because otherwise there was no one in the yard to welcome it in. So I had to sit and wait for another hour. All the while I kept telling my mate to hold on and not leave until I rang him, otherwise he'd be sat there for ages waiting for me. It's just typical. The one time that I organised something like that, normally it wouldn't be an issue. I'd have met him at the meeting place about 9 o'clock, but in the end it was about 11 o'clock by the time I actually got there. He didn't mind, and everything went okay, so it's just annoying how nothing ever works to plan how you want it. Yesterday I was in Salisbury again. I've been to Salisbury on Monday. I went around all of my customers, bar one, because I forgot about him, to be honest. And then guess what happens on Tuesday? He rings in and says he wants to be done. So I had to go back out to Salisbury yesterday to do him. And as it happens, another one in Salisbury that we only do like maybe once a year, if that, had also rung in, so it's wasn't too bad to go back down to Salisbury again, but there must have been a slight miscommunication somewhere along the line, because he told the office to make sure that I rang the day before I went there so they could make sure all the gates were open and everything. Just there wasn't going to be anyone in the yard otherwise. But I got a message that I had to ring the morning that I was going. So I rang them the morning that I was going. They already left. I was already sort of 20 miles into the journey. And they said there wasn't going to be anyone there. There wasn't much chance of anyone being able to get there. So I went and did the other job that I had to do anyway, and went down to this other place. No, there was no one there, so I couldn't do it. So I've got to go back to Salisbury again sometime to do that, which is just a right pain in the backside. And this is on top of us moving yard as well. So we're in the middle of doing that. There's so much to do, not enough time or people to do it. So I've been a little bit stressed this morning. But we're all good now, I think. Just a nice gentle run home. Trying it in the Land Rover, so I can do buy another car to use as like a commuter car. Looking at something like a Volvo V50, something like that. I think quite like the look of them, and could do with an estate sort of car, so you can still get the dog in there. We're going down to sort of Bristol way tomorrow to have a look. Got to ring some places up later and see if they still got the cars first. It's really annoying that it's kind of all happened at once. My insurance on my Land Rover actually runs out today. But I've got a friend who's in the insurance industry. He's a broker, and he actually does four-wheel drive, off-road type policies, specialist policies. He gave me a really good quote for my Land Rover, which I couldn't really turn down. So what I've done is I've cancelled the renewal for my Land Rover with my other insurance company, and today it switches over to this other limited use policy. But that means, because it's a specialist policy, it doesn't have drive other cars on it, it's only for that car. So I'm not going to be insured to test drive any cars I go look at, so I'm going to have to take out day insurance on each and every one that I test drive, which is like 30 quid a time. So it's just a bit of a pain, really. My only other option was to let the renewal happen on my policy and then hopefully cancel it within 14 days, but you still get charged an admin fee. I couldn't find out for the life of me what that fee was, so it could have been like 50, 60 quid. So I didn't want to risk that. These new tax rules also a pain in the backside. And you got to tax the car before you can drive it away. But I don't know what the tax status is on these cars, because some of them are in dealerships, so I don't know quite how that's going to work at the moment. They make it so difficult in this country country to do anything. You've got to have insurance, you've got to have tax, but I mean, you're not going to buy insurance and tax on a vehicle you're looking to test drive, are you? I mean, there should be some sort of temporary tax and insurance policy that you can buy that covers any vehicle. It taxes you and insures you on any vehicle for like a week or something, so you can just go around loads of different garages and test drive different cars without having to worry about it. Car insurance, I think, should be personal. It should be, you should be insured rather than the car. So in that way you can drive anything. I can see why they don't do that, because then you'd have like 17-year-olds trying to drive Ferraris and stuff like that, but there must be a way around it. I told my broker guy that I was going to get the second car, but it might not be for a couple of weeks. Would that matter on his policy? He said no, that's fine as long as it's declared and as long as you do actually buy another car. A couple of weeks won't matter. So I want to try and find another car as quick as I can, really. Also, my wife wants to get another car. She wants to sell her car privately. She'll be without a car for a few days, so she's going to have to use my new car to get to work whilst I use my Land Rover for a bit until she buys a new car. And on top of all that, we're looking at moving house as well, so we're moving yard, getting new cars, and possibly moving house. But I don't think that's going to happen until after Christmas now. Certainly in the process of looking and sorting our house out for sale. Just wish this weather would just sort itself out. One minute it's lovely and warm and sunny, and then the next minute it's pissing it down with rain. This is Morton in March. It's always really busy here. At least it's not market day, because then it's absolutely rammed. It's quite a nice little place, but it's a bit touristy. Most of the towns around here are Stow on the Wold and Bolton on the Water the same. On the water is about right today. It will not stop raining. bloody traffic everywhere because they shut the road into Cirencester, so everyone's coming this way. Oh, I can't wait to get home. This week has just flown by though. It's just been a big blur. I can't really remember what's happened, but it's just gone so quickly. Christmas. I hit home earlier. I was driving down here the other way in a Mitsubishi or something, flatbed pickup. Turned the trailer full of Christmas trees, went the other way. Bloody hell, that time of year already. One of my neighbours, where I used to live with my parents, they used to put their Christmas decorations up at the end of October. And they had all the stuff outside the house, all the lights and snowmen and God knows what else. It looked horrific, but at least you knew it was Christmas. It seems to get earlier and earlier every year. A narrow slip road in all eternity. Looks like I might be here a while. So I bet no bugger lets me out. Oh, after this jag. Love a queue of traffic on a Friday afternoon. Nothing pleases me more. It's not too bad there at the moment. good fun. Traffic and rain and roundabouts, stupid big hills. That's it for this video. Don't really have much more to say. Apologies for it being a little bit dull, but you know, in weather like this, what do you expect? I'm not sure how many more I'll get out next week. Again, everything's just up in the air and busy doing this and that, but we'll see. If I can do one, I will. Don't forget, I'm on Twitter at Hairy Truck and Instagram, the Hairy Trucker. I haven't posted on either of those for a few days either, but I will endeavour to do so. So, have a good weekend, everybody, and I'll see you sometime next week, hopefully. Take care, guys, and see you soon. Goodbye.